Welcome to Advanced Basics 2. Today we're going to be looking at goblet squats with added weight in the form of our day pack. We're going to be looking at transitions from the scramble to the crawl hold. And we're also going to be exploring some side skip steps, looking at building some power into the circuit to go alongside the strength building. On that topic, with the advanced work, we're really starting to build strength now using fewer reps, but the addition of weight and more complex movements really challenging you to get stronger. So to that end, if you follow the progression path from the beginner through to the intermediate, there's a performance capacity which is being built on those sound fundamentals. If you need to go back at any point, please do check out some of the earlier workout videos, go to the Learn and Mobilize sections, but we really look forward to seeing you in today's circuit. I'll see you over at the warm-up. So let's get into our warm-up. First of all, looking at plank weight shifts. So forming a plank, hands flat on the floor, feet just on the border of the feet here, tucking the hips so that you have no big arch forming like so. And then while you're doing that, you're going to spread the shoulder blades apart by pushing into the floor, shoulders away from the ears, and head just looking a little bit forwards. Just going to gently play with shifting the weight from left to right. Go easy to start with, feel out a range of motion that's comfortable, and then from there let's explore shifting our weight forwards and backwards. Maintain that core tension. Don't let your back start to drop into this kind of position. If that does happen, just bring your knees to the floor and explore the same way. Just give yourself a little bit of a break. And as soon as you feel ready, re-establish the plank position. Get that shift and that exploration. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Great stuff. From there, side lying leg raises. So getting into sideways position, supporting the head with the hand like so. You're going to straighten out the top leg. You're going to tuck that pelvis so there's no big arch forming in your low back. And then from there, you're going to think about leading, not throwing, that ankle up to the sky. We're working here on all the muscles on the inside and outside of our hips and legs. Excellent work. A few more seconds on this side. Comfortable range. Build that quality of movement. Let's switch over. Establish the side position. Tuck the pelvis. Straighten out that top leg. Lift the ankle. You can see the pace that I'm going at here is, it's not fast, it's not slow. I'm just thinking about, can I create that connection through the side of my body into the legs? Couple more reps. And then we'll look at some mountain climbers. Fantastic. So from here, getting back into that plank position, tuck the hips, bring the knees through the midline of the body, lifting them up towards the hand line. Again, comfortable range of motion. As you start getting more familiar with it, you can gradually increase the pace to 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Wrist waves. So, feet about hip width apart, hands out in front of you, shoulders about shoulder height. And then from here, you're going to think of pointing the fingers up to the sky, squeezing the top of the forearm, stretching the bottom of the forearm. Now pull and point the fingers down to the floor, squeezing the muscles on the underside of the forearm this time, and stretching the top. And then from there, just explore. Again, neither moving too fast or too slow. Just stretching in a dynamic fashion all of the stuff that's about to work hard for you in the circuit. Fantastic. All right, so for today's circuit, we're going to need the day bag again. What we're going to do here is we're going to hold it in front of us like so, and then organize our feet for the squat. So feet roughly hip width apart, left foot turned out to 11 o'clock on a clock dial, right foot to about 1 o'clock, and then from there squeezing butt and abs, holding our day pack. Going to squat down to a comfortable position. You're going to think of sitting back and down, keeping that head and chest up, squeezing your butt, pulling yourself down, pressing back up again. We're thinking of the knees tracking right down the middle of the feet and maintaining strong shape so that at the bottom here, we're not dumping out, relaxing, and then pushing back up again. I think of pulling down with tension, hold this, drive back up to the top. Got about 15 seconds here, and then we're going to look at some transition work from our crawl to our scramble hold. About 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just going to keep the bag here, and then you're going to start off in your crawl pose. And what we're going to be looking at here is contralateral movement, connecting opposite hand and opposite foot. So with my left hand leaving the floor, my right foot is going to pivot round, and my left hand's going to go where my right foot was. And now I'm in a scramble position. From there, I'm going to think about pivoting back again. Left hand comes back, right foot goes back to where it was. And as I'm making that turn, I'm also thinking of securing my shoulder by just squeezing the shoulder blade together and down. So now let's look at the other way around. This time, left foot and right hand are connected. I start off in the crawl position, pivoting around the shoulder, squeezing at the end here, making sure the shoulder blades are secure. And now I'm transitioning from crawl to scramble and back again. Fantastic. And then from there, we're going to work on side skip steps. So much like our side step, where we start by the side of the box, foot right in the middle, other foot comes up, and the first leg to step up is the first leg to step down. Now what we're going to do is add a little bit of a drive to that step up. So you can see my feet just make this little skip. Still making sure that I'm controlled. I'm landing the foot right in the middle of the box. Skip steps. Fantastic. Goblet squat. Organized position. Squeeze. Sit back and down. Hold that tension, butt, abs, legs. Keeping my chest up, my head up. Hold that tension all through your lower body. Using the bag to help counterbalance us and assist with balancing the squat in the deepest position. Remember, as we hit around about the halfway mark, that you're holding tension here, not relaxing down at the bottom. Keep that squeeze. We talked about here as well how the rep count might start to go down, but what you're doing now is with the added weight on here, really getting stronger. 4 more seconds to go. Beautiful. Transitions. Crawl pose. Left hand, right foot. Crawl pose. Right hand, left foot. This pivoting action, it's being secured by the shoulder. As I begin to move, I'm screwing it in, shaping it to connect to my upper body, my torso, and the lower body. Got about 30 seconds here. Keep gently exploring that, securing the shoulder, That's the most important thing here. Get into the crawl positions. They should all be pretty comfortable now. Spreading the shoulder blades apart, securing the body shape. Lock it, and then move. Fantastic. Skip steps. So, you can see here, just get this little drive up, and you can see I fractionally leave the surface of the box. That power, making sure my knees tracking right down the middle of that foot. Glutes, abs, core, everything around here working hard to stabilize. Brilliant. Coming back, gobbler. Really see here, taking my time, not getting in a rush, not starting to get sloppy. I want to make as much tension as I can, and then really begin to teach every joint in my body how to play its part. Just over halfway. Retain that squeezed position in the hips, butt, stomach, arms. 10 seconds to go. Last few. Wonderful stuff. Bag to the side. Now, from the scramble position, pivot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Using the contralateral or opposite hand, opposite foot connection. Now you can do movement side to side. Make sure you're protecting that shoulder. You should feel no pinching or sharpness in the shoulder joint. Still going for soft connection, hands and feet. Taking the time. Lovely. Skip steps. Last 10 seconds. And we're into the final round. Goblet squat. Last sequence of movements. Think strength, solidity of position. Sound fundamentals allow for a lot of capacity to be built. If you've taken some shortcuts to this point, things will get very quickly very challenging. Last 10 seconds. And finish with the goblet squats for today. Transition work. That shoulder blade secure. moving rhythmically, giving yourself plenty of time to get into good positions before you make the transition back the other way. Make sure the wrist is secure on the floor. That's great work. So much movement happening here. Spine and shoulders and hips. Really excellent challenge to lots of stuff in your body. Last few seconds. Side skip steps to finish. Foot right down the middle of that box. Now's the time to really pay attention to the technical elements. Foot, strong base on top of the box. If you're going to create any power, that foot structure needs to be really bang on. Lovely work. 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing stuff, hikers. Right, cool down time, well earned today as well. So hamstring stretch. Feet about hip width. I want you to just tuck that pelvis in, so you're not going to start with a big loaded arch here. And then with that, create some tension, and just going to think about pushing your butt backwards and keeping that little bend in the knees and feeling a really good, consistent stretch on the back muscles of your leg, your hamstrings. From there, if you want to rest your hands on your knees at this stage, that's totally cool. We're into more of a relaxing position here now. About 10 more seconds, and I just want you to really feel that you're just sinking into this. A couple of deep breaths as well. Lovely. Coming back up, sitting on the box here. Bring your right ankle on top of the left knee. What I want you to do is sit nice and tall, thinking about good posture, head up, chest up, and then just gently applying a little bit of force here on the inside of the knee and extending that stretch into all of the stuff on the outside of your hip, side of the bum, maybe catching even a little bit of hamstrings and hip flexor. Just gently apply that force, only if you need to as well. If you bring your ankle up and it's already quite a deep stretch, don't even worry too much about the hand, just support it. Gently coming out of that. Left foot on top of the right knee. Sit tall and gently apply that force if you need to. Just support if you don't. Lovely work. And now, because we did all that transition as well, getting some wrist stretching going on here. So we've got our wrist waves from the warm-up. Now just applying a little bit of a passive stretch by just gently pulling back with the top hand, and then same sort of thing, bottom, just applying that stretch, good deep breathing. Nice. Switch over to the other side. Gently pulling into a comfortable range of motion. Hold this for about 10, 15 seconds. Excellent. Point fingers down to the floor. Now we're stretching the top of the forearms. Gentle force with the support hand. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Congratulations on completing Advanced Basics 2. That was pretty tough. We're looking at weighted goblet squats. We're looking at transition work from the scramble to the crawl hold positions. And then also looking at side skip steps, getting a little bit of power work as well. So remember here, we really built this foundation through the beginner and intermediate workouts. And that's now what the advanced workouts are doing. They're layering on performance on top of sound fundamentals. So at any point, if you need to go back and check out some of the early material, don't feel that because you're advanced now you can't do that. It's a really good idea. Use them as warm-ups. keep using the material in different ways. The learn and mobilize sections are always there to help you with the technical side. And then once you've got that, really begin to think about creating lots of tension, building more strength, and challenging yourself even more. Until next time, we'll see you there.